Right. So in today's session, we'll see about page layouts. Okay. So page layouts, it's just name itself indicating that, okay, we have Salesforce page, right? So suppose if we go to our application, so by default, we are just having some layouts, right? So suppose if I open any one record, okay. So if I open any one record, so it's just coming in one column. So by default, we are getting some layouts, right? So this is a standard layout given by Salesforce. Okay. So whenever you try to create new object, for example, I'll go to Object Manager. Suppose if you try to create any new object, okay, I'm not creating any objects. I'll just show you. So if I'm trying to create any new object, and for this specific object, by default, Salesforce will give some layout. Okay, so this layout we haven't created it, right? This layout is not created by us. By default, Salesforce has given some layout, right? So if you want to modify this layout, we can go to page layouts, right? We can go to page layouts, and so whichever the object name that you're giving, in a same name, you will get the layout, right? So this is the candidate layout, which is the Salesforce has given the standard layout. So in case if you want to do any modifications in this specific layout, you can select this and you can click on edit, okay? Or directly you can select the layout, okay? So here you can see, so this is the layout how it looks like, right? So this is the layout how it looks like. So now, in case if you want to alter this layout, you can alter it, okay? So if you want to alter this layout, you can alter it. So for example, ignore about this. For example, suppose um, I want to keep, okay, few fields on the next section, like next column. So you can drag and keep like this, okay. So just by doing drag and drop, you can modify the layout. Okay, so like this you can do it. Okay. So this is a standard layout. If you want to modify, you can modify it. No, I really don't want to modify the standard layout. In a similar way, I want to create a new layout. Okay. So here you can see new option. So while creating new layout, it is not something that you can create a layout. You have to clone the existing layout. Okay. You have to clone the existing layout. And based on the existing layout, you can modify based on the client requirement. Okay. For example, mm, I want to mod I want to create a layout. So suppose if you take a candidate, right? Okay. So you will be having some layouts. For example, you can take a simple example. Okay. Candidate object is there. We have candidate object. Okay, in candidate object, we have so many informations, right? For example, so if we have trainer and we have accountant, right? Suppose say that they both are employees for the same organization, right? They both are employees for the same organization. But if you take trainer, okay, trainer really don't need the fees info or any billing info, right? this information's only accountant is needed. So we really don't need to show these informations to trainer. Okay. Similarly, if you take candidates course, right? If you take candidate course, or you can take candidates mobile or candidates email. Okay. It's really not needed for accountant. For accountant, billing and fees information, if it is there, that is sufficient, right? So those informations is actually needed for candidate in order to update something, right? So this is how we can segregate the layout. Okay, we will just create two layouts and we'll see how to work with this. So create trainer layout. Okay, so under trainer, okay, so trainer really don't need fees, right? So I'm here, you can see remove button, right? I can remove the fees from the trainer's view. Ignore it, ignore it. Okay, so I just remove the fees column. Okay, similarly, I'll create one more layout. Okay, so this layout is actually accountant layout. Okay, this is just an example accountant layout. So here, accountant really don't need phone information, email information, okay, city, state. If you want to remove all those things, you can remove it. Okay, accountant need fees information, you can keep it. So you can drag and drop, it will come. Okay, and you can save this. Okay, now we have both the layouts ready. Okay, we have both the layouts ready. Okay, so we'll see how to utilize this. Okay, and now what exactly we can do with page layouts? What other things that we can do? First, okay, with page layouts, we can modify the columns. Okay, we can modify the column positioning. Okay, or we can modify the positioning of columns. Okay, so this can be done by using page layout. Okay, and majorly what others we can do, suppose say that I'm opening any layout. Okay, so if I'm opening any layout, and here you can see property icon, right? So here you can see two things, right? Read only and required. Okay, so you can make the field as read only and required. Okay, so this option is there. What else we can make with this page layout? Okay, we'll see one by one. Right now we are in the candidate layout, right? So in candidate layout we can do so many things. Suppose say that um, this is the candidate's information, right? So we have created some few test inputs, right? So what I'm doing here, you can see in the fields, there is an option called section. Okay, I'll just keep like this, and I'll just name this section called formula section. Okay, and layout, I'll keep it as two column, tab key order. Okay, when you press the tab key, how you want to navigate. That order is there. Just select OK. Okay. Now, here, the motive of creating this section just to keep all the auto-populated formula fields in this section. Okay. Just simply to show you some demo. So this is also a formula section. So like this, we can keep it. This is called section we can create. Okay. And here you can see blank space, right? Suppose say that I have phone, email, okay. I have some reasons and I have some trainer names and I have some input numbers, right? Input text and I have some approval status. Okay. For example, okay, I want to give here one space is not there. I want to keep this one at the down. So if you keep the blank space here, it will come. Okay, just by drag and drop we can do this. Okay, and the second one is button section. Okay, by default you can see some buttons here, right? Okay, by default you can see some buttons here, right? So these buttons can be modified here. Here you can see standard buttons given by Salesforce: edit, clone, change owner. Okay, if you remember when we talk about approval process, this button was not there. Okay, we just drag and kept it from here, right? So if you don't want to show this button, you can remove it from the layout. Okay, so buttons you can modify. Quick actions. Okay, quick actions will work for Salesforce Classics. Okay, so you can ignore it. Okay, it's not for Lightning. And next one is mobile and lightning actions. So here you can see mobile and lightning actions, right? So this mobile and lightning actions, it's completely dedicated for mobiles, right? So in mobile views and lightning actions, so these many options that we can include in case if your client is having to include mobile and lightning actions. Okay, here you can see there is a override button. Just click this. Okay, you can see all the options by default it came. Suppose say that we don't want this option. Okay, you can just drag and drop it, and we need this option. Drag and drop it. Okay, like this you can add some quick actions. Okay, expanded lookups. Okay, expanded lookups, it's a kind of lookup field whichever it is there. Okay, if you want to keep it, you can keep it. So here you can see it is also only for mobile. Okay, it is not for us. So like in system. And related list. Okay, related list, as you know, I have explained you by default. Okay, by default Salesforce will give some standard related childs, right? So right now we have approval history. As you know that here we have approval history, right? So similarly, if you want to utilize the standard related list, you can utilize it like this. You can drag and drop. So groups, I'll show you. Files, if you want to add some files, content deliveries, related content, notes and attachments. So mainly in real time, this notes and attachment will play some vital role. Okay. So notes and attachments, it's little important. Like if you want to add some notes or if you want to include some attachments, files related to the record, we can add it. Okay. And next one is report charts, right? So report charts, okay, still we have time to learn, but just we'll see how we can keep it. So just like that, you cannot keep any report charts. First, you need to drag and drop the report section wherever you want. Okay, just drag and drop report section. Okay, click it and then save. Yes. So now we have just modified the candidate. not candidate layout, accountant layout. Okay, so is it candidate layout that we have modified? If yes, yeah, then we can check it out. So I'll just refresh this page, but it will take little time to reflect. Okay, see it's got modified, right? There is one formula section got created and formulas all are there. And if you go to related, you can see notes and attachments, files, groups, right? See here you can see option to upload files. Here you can see option to add files. So like this you can do that. So this is how we can do some changes in here in this place. Okay, so candidate layout we have done some modification. Now this how we can modify the layouts. We can do all those things. So you have seen we have modified fields, right? Uh, I mean we can either keep or remove fields, right? Like customizing fields and buttons. And what else we have done? We can customize some, we can add quick actions, and we can add quick actions is related to mobile, right? I mean, sorry, lightning. It's not, I mean, related to classic. And then we can include mobile and lightning actions, and we can include expanded lookups and related list, customizing related list, and we can add report charts. Okay, so these many options we have it in the page layout. Okay, so now, okay, so next one we'll see about record types. Okay, next one we'll see about record types. So in record types, the concept of record types is we can assign or we can view multiple page layouts. Okay, see what we have seen previously, we just modified one candidate layout. Okay, and we just modified the standard object layout and we have created two layouts, right? One is trainer layout and another is accountant layout, right? So we just created single layouts. Okay, suppose if for a same object, okay, if for a same object, if we want to show multiple layouts, okay, if we want to show multiple layouts, then we need to go for record types. Here our motive is for candidate object we need to show trainer layout as well as we need to show accountant layout. Okay, already we have created the layouts. Okay, now we are going to assign multiple layouts to the object. Okay, in order to achieve that we need to go for record types, right? Hope you understood this one. So let me know if you have any doubts or if you need any clarifications. We can discuss it. Okay. So now to create record types, Here you can see there is an option called record types, right? There is an option called record types, and you can create new record type. Okay, so first one is trainer page. Okay, trainer page. And if you want to, for now, just include it for all the profiles. Okay, don't worry about profiles. Okay, we'll see about this profile later. For now, just make it default option. Okay, just select the, just give the name of the label. Okay, once you give the name of the label, select next and assign the layout. So you can see trainer layout and then save it. Similarly, we'll create one more record type. Okay, the name of the record type is accountant page, right? Make it active and make it available to all. Next, assign the accountant layout and save it. Right, so now you can see we have two record types, right? In case, okay, in case if you're not able to, one second. Okay, in case if you want to cross verify, in case if you haven't assigned any page layout to the specific record types, okay, go to this page layout assignment. Okay, here you can see for master record type, it's a candidate layout. Okay, that is a standard layout. For accountant page, we have assigned accountant layout. For trainer page, we have assigned trainer layout. Okay, in case if you want to do any modifications, here you can click on edit assignments. Okay, suppose say that for this specific profiles, I want to change the layout. So for this specific profiles, you can select, okay, by holding the control, you can select multiple layouts, okay, and you can just change it like this and save it. Okay, so we can assign the page layout based on the profiles also, right? So now we'll try to create new record. We'll get to know how it is affected, right? So it's showing select a record type. Okay, if you select trainer, right? So here there is no fees field. Okay, there is no fees field. Similarly, if you create accountant, I mean, if you create a record with accountant page, right? Here you can see fees. Okay, so hope it's clear. So let me know if you have any doubts or if you need any clarifications. So that's all about page layouts and record types.